Have you ever wondered about the complex dynamics of the ongoing conflict in the Middle East, particularly between Syria and Israel? The Middle Eastern stage is set with a multitude of players, each with their own agenda, adding layers of complexity to this geopolitical chess game. In the heart of the Syrian desert sits the Al-Tanf garrison, a secretive U.S. Special Operations base. Since its establishment in 2016, Al-Tanf has become a hub for operations against ISIS and Iran and its proxies. Recent times have seen this base becoming a focal point in the conflict involving Israel, the US, Russia, and Iran. Israeli aircraft regularly fly over Al-Tanf, using it as a safe passage to avoid Syrian air defenses while they strike Iranian-backed forces in Syria. This has led to retaliatory attacks on the base by these Iranian-backed groups, escalating the tension in the region further. Adding fuel to this fire are the recent Israeli airstrikes on Damascus. These strikes, the fourth of their kind in a week, specifically targeted Iran-backed groups and resulted in the unfortunate loss of civilian lives. These events, coupled with the shifting dynamics in Syria due to Russia's focus on Ukraine, have created an atmosphere of uncertainty, particularly concerning the future of the U.S. mission in Syria and the Al-Tanf base. As we delve deeper, it becomes evident that the situation is far from black and white. In order to understand the current state of affairs, it's crucial to take a look at the events as they unfolded. The Israeli airstrikes in Syria didn't start overnight. The roots of this conflict can be traced back to the beginning of the Syrian civil war in 2011. During this turbulent period, Israel began conducting airstrikes, primarily targeting three groups: Syrian government troops, Iranian forces, and Lebanese Hezbollah forces. Over the years, these airstrikes have only intensified. One such instance took place in October of 2021. An Israeli airstrike targeted several Iranian positions near the T4 airbase east of Palmyra. This attack resulted in the death of one Syrian soldier and three pro-Iranian fighters, with several other Israeli missiles intercepted by Syrian air defenses. Fast forward to November of 2022, and we see the Al-Tanf garrison, a U.S. Special Operations base in the Syrian desert, caught in a shadow war between military powers in the Middle East. This base, established in 2016, became a hub for operations against ISIS, Iran, and its proxies. But it's not just military bases that have been under attack. In April of 2023, local media reported an Israeli airstrike in Damascus, the fourth such attack in a week, targeting Iran-backed groups. This airstrike resulted in the tragic loss of two civilians. Perhaps the most significant airstrike yet occurred recently, when the Damascus airport, Syria's largest civilian airport, was targeted. This attack has left the airport out of service, underscoring the severity of these airstrikes on everyday life in Syria. The repercussions of these airstrikes are far-reaching and have significantly escalated the conflict. As we've seen, the situation in Syria is a tangled web of alliances, rivalries, and geopolitical interests. The Al-Tanf garrison, a U.S. Special Operations base, has emerged as a crucial hub in this intricate network. Its strategic location has facilitated operations against ISIS, Iran, and its proxies, while also serving as a pathway for Israeli aircrafts to bypass Syrian air defenses. However, this has not come without its challenges. In recent times, Al-Tanf has borne the brunt of Iranian-backed attacks, leading to a ripple effect of U.S. retaliation. Meanwhile, Israeli airstrikes continue to punctuate the Syrian landscape, targeting Iran-backed groups and causing significant disruptions, such as the recent grounding of Damascus Airport, Syria's largest civilian airport. But the sands of this conflict are shifting. With Russia's attention veering towards Ukraine, the dynamics of the Syrian conflict are poised for change. This shift, coupled with Iran's escalating weapon shipments to Russia, could significantly alter the strategies and actions of the key players in the Middle East. In the face of such complexity, the future of the U.S. mission in Syria and Al-Tanf, as well as the broader Middle Eastern conflict, remains uncertain.